All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our show. Another therapy session with the lunch pail and professor. Thank you. I am the professor. What are we talking about today, lunch pail?
You're the smart one.
Oh, that's true. I appreciate that. See, he knows his place. Look, let's talk a little bit about this. Did you think by now we have emblazoned in our brain those famous phrases? If you have a health care plan and you like it, you can keep it, period. If you have a doctor and you like it, you can keep it, period.
What's your question?
My question is that emblazoned in your brain?
No.
No? You don't remember that?
I knew he was lying the minute it came out of his mouth.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. First of all, a president is not supposed to tell you if you like something, you can keep it. It's none of your business what I'm doing. That might come to a shock to most of the country, but government's business is not my business. I'm a private citizen, and there's two different worlds. There's the public, and there's the private. When he said, I mean, if you know how to read somebody like him, you knew he was lying right off the bat.
Yeah, you remember the lines, right?
Yeah, if you like your health care plan, you can keep it.
Period.
The first thing that I knew was he's going to destroy the medical community. Mm-hmm. So he's saying you can keep it if you want to, but they're not going to be there for you. Mm-hmm. Doctors aren't going to be there for you to keep.
That's right, they're bailing already.
Oh, and you know, mm-hmm. I had a hard time this week. I was like in a foul mood watching all these numbers grow about people losing their health care plans. Mm-hmm. What are we, 5 million people now? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Today is November 12, 2013. So what is it, 11/12/13 today? That's today's date, 11/12/13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 5 million Americans have received notices in the mail that their health care plan is going to go away.
That's right. Gone.
Because the government put
not only will go
not
away,
really restrictions.
Is gone.
They put demands on. If I was an insurance provider, right? Lunch Pail Insurance. Could you imagine?
I like that. I kind of like that. You like that? I like that.
Lunch Pail Insurance. And you're one of my customers. You. And I got this notice from the government, and the same thing happened in my business for real. I got notices from my credit card provider saying, listen, the government's making us do this, that, and the other thing. They want your banking routing number. In case the government says, you know what, your numbers don't line up with our numbers, so we're going to take this out of your account.
Right.
When I heard that, I canceled my credit card service. I don't take credit cards in my studio anymore. Anyway, getting back to the insurance, I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, I can understand.
What was I saying?
All right, I'll tell you what you were saying.
He knew he was going to destroy everything.
Right.
So they would. Oh, Lunch Pail Insurance Company.
Right.
Right. I have you guys as customers. I get this letter saying I'm going to have to provide this, that. I got to provide you maternity care. Could you imagine?
Well, you never
and
know.
all this, so it's not worth it for me to be in the insurance business.
It's true.
And we predicted that 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. We knew it was going to be, but
that's right.
And they called us racist.
So we marched on Washington in 2009, right?
Yeah.
We had a big, I don't know, people remember that? Big march on Washington? It was a Tea Party march. We called it.
Are we live right now?
Radical, fringe, whatever. But look, here's something I'm thinking about. What if the president was actually honest? I think he might have said something like this. Hello, everybody. I'm your president, and I'm here to tell you that we need to clear some things up.
Oh, man, that's good.
A lot of people are upset about some of the statements I made, so I want to clarify it. When I said, if you like your health care plan, you can keep it, period, well, not really. When I said, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor, period, nah. Most of you never keep that doctor. And when I said, oh, you'll be able to get your premiums down by about $2,500, I meant, well, they'll actually go up, but they'll go up less than they would than if they didn't go up.
Oh,
got that?
God.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Now, one thing else to remind you, a lot of you people have already lost your insurance. Hey, but at least you had it. Savor the memory.
And now his new song is, there's a chance that the new policy is going to be better than the old policy. So we're good to go.
That's right. So let me just tell you folks that you have a memory. A lot of people never had health insurance. So they won't be losing theirs because you can't lose it if you don't have it. Right? But you will be losing it.
I'll tell you one
thing. And then one other thing. Don't whine about it.
Right? You sit down,
all you people whining,
shut up.
All you people whining about it, you just don't understand that a lot of people don't have it. We're going to take some of your insurance and give it to them. And then everybody will be equal.
Hey.
Because I'm the fair president. And I want you to know this. I'm really sorry that you're all angry at me. Because you should be angry at George Bush. He started the whole thing. However, I'll take some responsibility now because I'm so tired of getting beat up. I just want to say to you as I end this little presentation, God bless you all, but especially God bless me. I've been taking a terrible beating. And remember, I care about you. And by the way, other thing, I know what's best for you. You know that insurance policy you had? It stinks. You may have thought it was good, but it stunk.
Right.
And so I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah.
I'm getting rid of that policy for you. You don't have to do anything. We'll just get rid of it for you. All right, that's it. And now I'll just say one more thing. Good night. Think about me. I care about you. And you know what? You can always trust me to take care of you. Good night, folks. And as I said, God bless me and us, I guess. Good night. Do you think that would have been more honest?
You know what's amazing?
Do you think that would have been more honest? Answer my question.
Please. Honesty and that name just does not go together.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Let me tell you something.
More honest.
Let's think about this. We know what he did. We seen it coming in February 2008.
That's true.
8 months before he got elected the first time, we knew who this guy was, right? Now the country's starting to see proof. The poison is finally starting to set in. They've kept it hidden all this time. We were ringing the alarm bell saying, he's lying, he's lying, he's lying. And people were like, what are you, nuts? He wouldn't lie like that.
I'll never lie to you.
But here we are, right? So if he can do this to the American people, what else could he do
Anything
to the
you
American
want.
people with no conscience,
Absolutely.
no guilt?
After all, it's not running again.
Yeah.
You got nothing to lose.
He wants to capture the House and the Senate in 2014. So now the Democrats that are running for re-election are running away from him, like he's a skunk at a barbecue.
Well, Jim, you know something? And never underestimate the Republicans to blow a possible win.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Please.
Because you always can count on them.
To snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Exactly. And we'll see it. We'll see it again. Hey, look. We had an election recently, and our Governor Christie had a big win.
Oh, yeah.
Had a big win. What do you think?
Where do you start? I mean, he's better than Corzine.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, right. Well, here's the word out now, is that his win was, and people should take a lesson from this. Everybody should take a lesson from this, according to the governor. He won because of his great inroads into the Hispanic community. And so now the word goes out from the blog heads that, look, go to Virginia. You need to get the Hispanic community involved. And here's what they're trying to tell us. That's why Christie won and Cuccinelli lost. Only a couple of problems with that. Number one, in New Jersey, Hispanics in a Pew poll actually like Obamacare. And if you notice, Christie never got on the wagon against Obamacare.
No, he didn't.
Right? Never did.
No,
he took that. Secondly, with regard to our Hispanic brethren, Cuccinelli lost because, number one, he had so much more money against him. This gives to the lie that it was just, take your lesson, Cuccinelli didn't like Obamacare, and he lost the Hispanic community. There was a lot of money. He was outspent by millions of dollars down there. That was one thing. Secondly, we don't know exactly how it worked out, but he had a third party running against him. So yes, he lost some votes there too. Yeah. But and then there's one other thing. Let me just check my notes for a second. Oh, in Jersey, the governor had been courting the Hispanic vote long before the election. Long before the election.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. But to say that, to bill it as the election, he won the election because, number one, he was courting the Hispanic vote and Cuccinelli wasn't. The lesson is, here's the lesson from the blockheads. You got to do whatever you can to get the Hispanic community involved. Doesn't matter, whatever you can.
Yeah, but you can't lie to people. You know what? Hold on a second. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Here it is, folks. Famous quote from James. Never mind. Hey, lunch pail.
You got the red light, right? Okay.
Lunch pail. There's a couple of things.
Yes,
here.
sir.
Let's talk a little bit about vote fraud.
Voter fraud?
Yeah. Here's one thing we had today. The Virginia DMV has been giving out licenses to illegal aliens. But you know what? Here's what you'll hear. Oh, it was only a few. How do we know they really didn't deserve it? See, in Virginia,
Listen,
you cannot give out licenses to illegal aliens, unlike Maryland and D.C., where there's a second type of driver's license that you can actually give to illegal aliens and non-citizens.
listen, the world has an unlimited amount. The what?
Oh my God!
And you're right, by the way.
Oh
You are
my
right.
God.
Listen, this crop of elected officials that we have everywhere, local, state, and federal, they are so corrupt that they will say and do whatever they have to do to get people to vote for them. And then people are like, yeah, but didn't he say he wasn't going to do that, but now he's doing it? I don't know, whatever. I got to go to work. Right?
Yeah.
People have a lot of pressure on them, and they can't babysit these politicians. Right? So these politicians know that the world has an unlimited amount of voters. So they're bringing in people by the millions and registering them to vote.
Mm-hmm.
That's who we're dealing with here.
Obamacare. Navigators. True the Vote is just come out and said, hey, this is the biggest election fraud registration.
There is no
We
way.
just screwed up your phone.
Don't touch my stuff again. Everything's good.
What's that?
Oh, that's a 9mm.
Okay.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
What
I
was I
have no idea.
There is no way I'm signing up on that website.
Mm-hmm.
Identity theft? There is no way I'm signing up on that website.
They don't care if you sign up, Jim. You're already registered to vote. They just want people who are not registered to vote to sign up.
No, not to vote on the healthcare
No, I know.
website.
But the Obamacare is a great tool for adding millions of more people to the voter rolls.
Yeah, why not? I'm telling because the world has unlimited amount of voters for them.
Yep.
They've been drawing on that for the
Yeah.
past 5-6 years.
That's why they don't care. You're already registered to vote. You're not a new voter that will vote.
Oh, so it's
On the
not
left.
for regular people. It's for incoming.
Yep.
Okay. That's interesting.
Another little article that comes up. You know that, remember that great Lincoln address, 7 years ago?
Gettysburg Address?
Gettysburg Address.
Yes.
Exactly.
150th anniversary coming up.
Coming up. Guess who's not going?
Good.
President's not going.
Good.
The big snub.
Hey, keep
Big
that
snub. It's a snub, folks.
keep
it's a
that
big
sacred
snub.
ground undefiled.
Mhm.
I'm glad he's not going.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
People are surprised he's not going.
Because they still don't know who they're dealing with.
That's true.
How could you not know who Barack Obama is yet? How could you not know? We warned them 3 years ago. Wait, what was the line? You think healthcare is expensive now? Wait till it's free.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. Here we are. Their premiums went up by like $300-400 a month. Their deductible went up by like 1,000%. They had like a $200 deductible. Now they got a $6,000 deductible.
Yep.
$6,000 deductible. So you know what that tells me? The government's not going to pay out anything on insurance. You're on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You pay us, and you're on your own.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's saying. That's what they're saying. When anybody in this room or watching on YouTube, when have you ever had a $6,000 doctor bill?
And by the way, young people out there, just want to let you know this. If you're thinking, yeah, but now I can stay on my family plan, my parents' plan until I'm 26, that's it. They're not going to have a plan.
You know what? They're getting it. They're getting it the worst. The young college students, they're getting it the worst. And they were targeted. You know why? All the 20-somethings and the teenagers voted for this freak show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now they got to pay these premiums on their insurance,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not going to use any health care services. So they are the prime payers
Yeah.
for this Obamacare.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Because as you get older, you start using things.
Mm-hmm.
You're 30 years old, 40 years old, teeth and physical stuff going on. When you're young, you don't ever go to the doctor. When I was young, I didn't go to the doctor till I was like 30.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
This is why students, after they graduate from college, become more and more progressively conservative.
Yeah.
Because they see their paychecks.
Yes,
all over the
yes,
place, right?
yes.
So now
Right.
they're not only
Now reality sets in.
paying for
Yes.
Obamacare.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
They're also paying for Medicare.
Hey, hey, yes we can. There you go.
Yes, we can take your
Yes,
check.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. Now it's time to pay. We warned you. For
Time
5
for
years
change.
we warned you.
It's change, hope and change. Right? We have the hope, you lose your
Because
change.
that's all you got, baby, is change left. So what else you got? Let's talk about something I understand.
Well, let's just pack it in right now. Look, Gallup poll. Here's some good news. Gallup poll. Tracking Gallup poll.
Gallup.
Obama's favorable rating is now below 40%, and his unfavorable rating above 50%.
I'll tell you what.
I like that.
His favorable rating is 0 in this studio.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
0. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
It ain't easy being me in this office here, folks.
Yeah.
All right. Another good thing. 60% of people disapprove of Obamacare. Oh, I'm sorry. Not Obamacare. Amnesty. 60% of people oppose
You know
the
what?
amnesty program. Let me finish.
I gotta tell you
Right?
something.
And 32% approve of the amnesty.
Al,
But here's the thing that's keeping it going. Here's the thing that's keeping it going. It's the Republicans' leadership in the House that's keeping this amnesty thing alive. They're just keeping it alive.
Mm-hmm.
what do you mean keeping it
They're
alive?
keeping it alive.
What do you
They
mean
keep
keeping
tinkering
it
it
alive?
with it. They keep tinkering with it and keeping it alive. In other words, you're going to take the plan, they're going to bring it up for a vote, and then they'll go to conference. If they don't bring anything up for a vote, it's dead.
I don't even know what that means.
I know you don't. I know you don't. They understand. They understand. Please send in your questions and let Jim know what I just said.
Right.
The lunch pail sometime.
Here's what I was going to say.
Uh-oh.
This amnesty bill doesn't even mean anything anymore. They're bringing in people by the hundreds of thousands, giving them ID cards, driver's licenses in California, and they're voting. Doesn't matter.
That's the plan.
They're getting welfare checks, Social Security checks. Could you imagine now? World War II veterans. They're getting their Social Security checks cut every month, is getting less and less and less. Right?
Right.
They're on fixed incomes to begin with.
That's right.
They put into that account. That's their money. Right? Illegals that are coming into the country didn't pay a dime into that system are getting checks. That's Barack Obama.
And less services. Less services for seniors.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's so disgusting. We got 3 more years to endure this ugliness.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2016, Hillary Clinton.
Mm-mm.
Look,
Really, America?
I'm hoping
Really?
2014.
There's people in this country that are just dying to vote for Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't you had enough
Mm-hmm.
of this poison?
Mm-hmm.
I know I have.
But Jim, she was the former Secretary of State.
Oh, yeah, Benghazi. Benghazi.
Don't you understand that, Jim?
That was
You're a
her.
former Secretary of
Hey.
State. You got somebody with a wealth of knowledge here.
You know,
that
isn't
can
it
bring to the
ironic?
presidency.
Isn't it ironic?
And you don't like her?
Isn't it
What
ironic?
did you not like about her?
It's really interesting.
I don't understand what you
It's-
don't like about her.
You know,
Come on, think smart. Lunch Pail.
God works in interesting ways. In the primary in
Are you
2008,
talking about Hillary now?
it was Obama and Hillary Clinton, right?
Right.
Hillary Clinton attacked Obama, saying, "Who would you rather have in the White House at 3 a.m. if a dire phone call comes in? Would you rather have him or me?"
Well,
And do you realize what happened? A dire phone call came in at 3 o'clock in the morning. Neither one of them answered.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that funny? It's freaking sad.
It is sad. It's funny and sad.
Yeah,
The irony of it.
that's all I got.
That's
So,
enough.
Yeah.
How much time we got?
So we got about 10 minutes left, I would
Got
say.
10 minutes left on it?
Right? Doreen, how many?
We got stage manager here anymore? How much time we
We're
got?
good.
We're asking you, how much time?
Yes.
10 minutes?
6
7 minutes?
Oh, good. 6
7
minutes.
minutes,
Good.
yeah.
Thank you.
What else you got, Al?
Food stamps, dude.
Food stamps.
Yeah. Food stamps.
You want to know why your taxes are so high? All the freebies that President Santa Claus is giving out to all the people flooding into this country. You would be horrified if you had to write a check every month to pay into this system. People would be like, "I'm not paying for that." Just like this website. There is no way I'm going near that website. I don't even dial it up. I don't want them to get my IP address.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's another thing they're doing with this freaking website.
Mm-hmm.
You even go to the website just to hit it and see what it looks like. They grab your IP address and then they know who you are.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
They know
That's
who you are.
true.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even go there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, those of you who were so concerned that people would be starving if there were some cuts in the food stamp program, which there has been, need to know now that Obama just snatched a whole bunch of millions of dollars from the food stamp program,
Mhm.
the SNAP program,
Mhm.
and sent it to Michelle to run her MOVE program. Right? Now you know the MOVE program?
I
You know
get
the
it.
MOVE program? Right? What they meant by the MOVE program is we're moving money from here over to
Oh,
Michelle. That's what they meant by the MOVE
Just-
program.
it's
So
just
she can put some
disgusting.
more greens into kids' food,
You know?
the anti-obesity thing, and the kids are throwing the food into the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
They're throwing it in the garbage. Some of them are saying, "I'm starving. I need more." But you know what? Now you got people in the SNAP program who say they're starving because they're moving money from there over to the other program, which
Why
still
are they-
starves kids
If they're starving, why are they throwing it in the garbage?
because they can't stand it. They like Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Kids don't. How many kids you know love
No,
Brussels?
kids don't like them. I didn't like them when I was a kid.
Right, exactly. How about some
Hey,
other
no,
things? How about the
we need a
things-
picture of what they're giving these kids.
greenies? Think green.
Yeah, I don't
Think
know.
green.
Let's try to get
Kale?
a picture of it.
How about kale?
I
Hey,
like
kale.
kale.
Kids love kale,
Mhm.
right? They love kale.
Yeah, right.
And what are the things that they? What's the big thing that they give in California? Not sprouts, bean sprouts, right?
Mhm.
What do they call them?
Mhm.
Right?
That's
Bean
good
sprouts.
stuff.
Is that right, Madam
But not for
Producer?
kids. They're not for kids.
Yeah.
See, they're trying to get the kids out of being kids.
Yeah.
They want
Give me
to
that
be-
cupcake. Here's a Brussels sprout.
That's right.
What kind of crap is that?
That's right. You can't bring cupcakes to school.
Yeah.
You know that some schools signed on to this.
Why?
No more bake sales. Can't have bake sales.
No, sugar.
It's out.
No, no
It's
good.
out.
Hey, what about
But we
that?
can raise some herbs and we can raise some bean sprouts.
What about that
So,
parent that gave their child a brown bag lunch, brought it to school, and the school confiscated it because it wasn't healthy. That parent went down to that school and kicked some serious ass and got the lunch back and said, "Don't ever touch my kid's lunch again."
Can we say yes on this program? No, I think we can do so. Oh, okay.
Oops.
Anyway, yeah, so now we have a new lunch confiscation program. I wonder if we'll fund that. I wonder if we have some stimulus funds for that. Any stimulus funds for lunch confiscation? I think so. Don't you think so? I think we got to up that a little bit. We need more confiscation.
Hey, are they training people to examine lunches now?
You're thinking of navigators for Obamacare.
No, I mean, if they're confiscating lunches, it must be like a memo that went out and said, listen, you got to inspect each one of their lunches.
I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the memo on lunch confiscation. Anyway. But I'm looking for some legislation to come up that will fund lunch confiscation. I mean, they won't call it lunch confiscation. They'll call it,
you know what,
review of the most appropriate lunches.
For people that are informed or semi-informed about what's happening to our country, if you just put the heading above everything that you know that's happening, if you put the heading, America's been taken over by a foreign hostile enemy, and then you read everything that's going on, it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that's really what's happening. There's nothing American about this guy. Nothing. Oh, but on the surface, he's got a nice wife, 2 beautiful kids. He's an American father, blah, blah, blah. That's an illusion.
Well, but people like him.
Well, hey, I watched.
He's likable. He's got a smile. You know,
people in this country like to have idols, and they like, you know, we don't have royalty, but they have that need to be like a super fan of somebody. And anytime they find one of these images, they're all for it. And that's how he's getting away with all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. And people, you know what? Most people don't like to be hammered with the racism.
They're afraid to vote.
Who's afraid to vote?
The people that don't come out and vote. Because they're afraid, because they see the corruption, and they believe that even though it's in a private booth, they're going to know who they voted for, and the government's going to retaliate against them.
Well, I'll tell you what I hear. All right? What I hear from people as you go knocking on doors saying take it out to vote, here's what they say. What's the difference between the Republicans and the Democrats? What's the difference? Look what we got.
That is true.
So,
and you know what? They're right. And they've turned off, so they don't know about Ted Cruz. They don't know about Rand Paul, Louis Gohmert, and the other guys.
You see Ted Cruz is on the
Tonight Show? Yeah, Tonight Show.
Was it Jay Leno?
Yeah, Tonight Show.
People were applauding him.
Oh, yeah.
When he took on both the Republicans and the Democrats, they applauded. That's what he's talking about. That's why the Republican establishment hates him. They hate him.
Yeah. Hey.
What?
There's people just like you and me running for office. I did run for office.
Yes, you did.
You ran for office.
Yes, I did.
So America has turned off to politics. They don't know about this new movement going on. But we're out here, and we are fighting both sides, Republican and Democrat. We hate both of them. We're like equal opportunity haters. Because they're all corrupt.
Hey, look, didn't you
They
hear,
are all corrupt.
You heard Juan Williamson tonight talk about if you disagree with Obama and Obamacare, you're a part of the haters ball. Whoa!
But see, he's perpetrating what we said. People are afraid to come out and vote. They don't want to be accused of being hateful. They don't want to be accused of being a racist,
fringe.
So they stay hidden in their house.
Radical.
That's why we're losing elections by like 11 million votes, 10 million votes.
Well, look, we're gonna get out of here. We're running out of time.
I never imagined Americans being afraid of anything. This is like freaking me out.
Let's pick this up in the next therapy session. Folks, thank you very much. We'll see you soon. See you again on Lunch, Pail, and Professor, a Liberty Action Network.
Take care, America.
Okay. All right.